Yeah, it was really good. I ended up being about I think it was like 7 hour difference in time zone, so just the times didn't really work out
So
well.
where'd you go?
We were in Santorini.
Oh, yeah. All right. It's
Yeah,
very nice over there.
it was beautiful. Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. Yeah.
My favorite part is the cats.
What's that?
The cats.
Yeah,
There's cats all over the place, and I love cats.
yeah, yeah, absolutely. I
That is a blue. That area, the blue in it, is just feels like there's more blue,
Oh my goodness, yeah,
right?
the
It feels
water.
like the blue is more blue.
Yeah, yeah. The between the domes and the houses and the
Yeah,
water.
it makes you say, "I wish I had a like teleport machine. I could just teleport here and then teleport out, teleport here." Because in reality, if you look at it, it's in the middle of nowhere, right? There's together is very. Then once we have teleport machines, then it's a perfect place.
Yeah. It was. It's not too bad for us because we've got a straight shot. It was 4 hour flight from here, so.
But your dad, you went to Athens first, or did you go to Santorini?
No, straight to Santorini.
Straight to Santorini. That's not
Yeah,
bad. See, that right there's a good option.
that's lucky, right?
Yeah. Because we had to do the Athens things first, and then you take the. I forgot. I think we took one of those small planes to Santorini. We did,
Um,
or then for Santorini we took a ferry
yeah. Oh gosh. Yeah,
to
the
somewhere
ferry.
else, and like that went to the different places.
Did you go to Crete?
To where?
Did you go to Crete from
I
Santorini?
I believe we went to. We went to like 4 or 5 places over there.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, it's a good trip.
Yeah, no, it's a beautiful. I mean, it makes you want to be win the Powerball and then just maybe actually see it for like 6 months, go
Yeah.
around. Because if when you drive to the small villages around there, those are the pretty places. When you
Oh,
drive from the actual main spot and you go to the other places, and then you sit there at a restaurant or whatever, looking at the people and the way they live, you go like, wow, these people really don't realize they have it made. Because it's just
yeah.
completely different. It's like being in a complete different time zone and
Yeah.
movie scene, like a time era. Like your
Yeah.
whole life is like different.
Yeah. It's absolutely beautiful. So.
We sat in this family like restaurant, and then you could tell that all like the locals, they would keep on showing up, and they kept giving them coffee and whatever. You know that no one was being charged. It was just like they would just keep getting each other something. And then when you ever ask the guy, okay, if you wanted to say like a orange juice, like if my wife wanted an orange juice, they would literally go outside and pick it off a tree
I
and
know.
bring it back, and you're like. And you're like, wow, that's very cheap for that orange. They're actually going out there to pick up the damn thing out of the tree.
Oh, yeah. It's just wonderful food.
Yeah.
I got my orange bands.
Oh, perfect. Ooh,
So
we'll see.
we'll see where they go. All right. Shall we get to it?
Yep. Good.
Oh, oh. It's my hands that gave up.
Your hands gave up.
Yeah.
Huh? You have chalk already, right?
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. It's just it's like creating like creases in my hands. Where's everybody this morning?
I don't know where everyone's hiding.
Gosh,
Scott must be on the longest trip I've ever seen.
I think he's back early this week.
Really? Man, where was it he went? You said he went to Tahiti?
Yeah, he went to Tahiti.
Yeah, but man, he was really smoking the pipe in Tahiti.
Yeah, he's enjoying it, I'm sure.
That is pretty awesome, though. I mean, sure, at least I guess his back got healed.
What's that?
And all this time, his back must be feeling good.
I hope so. Yeah. Gosh. After all this time, I would imagine he's probably feeling better.
Yeah.
I was able to work out most of the days I was there, so
That's good.
yeah.
That's what I did. I mean, I worked out there all the time. Then the first 5 days, I didn't eat at all. I didn't eat, I think, until I was in, I can't remember which one. I think it was in Santorini, or because first we got to Athens. From Athens, we were in Athens like a day. Then we went to Santorini for like 3 or 4 days.
Yeah.
Then we went to the next spot. I didn't eat until I think the 5th day. And I ate not in Santorini, I forgot which is the next. There was a good spot in Santorini that they ate, my wife and my daughter.
Yeah.
And that was really pretty. There was a really pretty place there that had a great restaurant.
Okay.
And they had, what I noticed was that they had cheap meat prices. If I wanted to eat raw meat from the butchers, they had good prices. It wasn't expensive in reality. Because I found a couple butchers there in Santorini, like I always do everywhere. I have no idea why people said that. If you go and actually look for them things, they had some decent prices on food. It wasn't that bad. And you know what I really loved about Greece was that water is so cheap.
Yeah.
Even at the airport. That was the most amazing thing, because the law says you cannot sell the water expensive, bottled water expensive. You know how the airport, they charge you like $1 million for a bottle of water. Over there, it was 50 cents.
Yeah. I mean, it still is. We got it was, I think, a 3/4 liter bottle of water, and it was 50.
Yeah, it was nothing compared to here. They'll tell you like you could buy tea, and the tea is less expensive than the water. It's like they charge you like the water was gold. Over there, they force it that no, the water has to be cheap. And then I thought, well, that must be just at the airport. No, when you went to every store, the stores, they had to sell you the water cheap.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Yeah. That should be the law everywhere, because they shouldn't be charging you $1 million for water.
I totally agree. Yeah, I hate overcharging water. Water should be like a basic.
Yeah, that should be the one thing. Yeah, listen, the idea here is people have to drink water.
Yeah. It's so bloody hot there as well, so it's like you have to drink.
Good. Great control. Damn it, and you're a vegetarian. Did you have any lamb? Because your damn lamb is good there. Yeah, I tell you right now, they make good lamb.
Yeah, we ate plant-based the entire time.
And in Athens, well, you didn't go to Athens. They have the best steak place that has the best beef tartare I've ever had. I don't know
Oh,
what the heck they did with that thing. That thing is awesome.
nice.
Good.
Whew. Whew. It's finally turning spring here.
Yeah. Well, over here it's been beautiful. I tell you, these last couple of days it's been great.
Yeah. It was beautiful in Santorini. It was
It's now the
it was
only
like
thing is that
20.
when we went there, we went in the off season
Yeah.
for some reason or other. We got there just in the off season, and then or before the off season. Actually, it was actually cold,
Okay.
extremely cold, and then half the places were closed.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, their kind of high season is from like May to October. And outside of that, from like November to April, lots of things are closed. But the weather is beautiful.
I
It
think
was
we also went to Delphi, whatever that place is.
oh, okay. Yeah.
Uh, Again, when you drive through the countryside of those islands, it's like just you're like, wow.
Yeah. Yeah.
You're like picturing yourself back there with a cyclops or something. You're like, this is awesome. But that's really nice that you're able to get out. You're able to do like just a 7 hour trip and get there. That's awesome.
4.
Because that makes it a 4 hour.
4 hours. Yeah.
That's
4 hours.
it. Now,
Yeah.
dude, you live in this perfect spot. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Takes us a long time to get there.
Oh yeah.
And that
They-
first flight we took was the flight from hell.
Did you fly straight to Athens?
Uh, where did we go to first? No, we went somewhere first, and then from there we flew to Athens. But the problem is my daughter has extreme motion sickness, right?
Oh no.
On most flights. But usually it's usually like, let's say once it's about to land or whatever.
Yeah.
This was a 10 hour and a half trip. I wanted to kill myself because as soon as we got in the thing and the plane took off, it was already starting. And you're
Oh.
like, wait a minute, this is a 10-hour flight. This person's gonna end up dead. Because and I had one of my I brought a shaker with me so I could make the fortaging, right?
Yeah.
Literally the only thing I used that shaker for was for her to vomit in and go dump it into the
Oh.
toilet seat. And that was like easily like 15 dumps. Like she would fill the whole thing. I had to go but I mean, since the beginning of the air, I thought you was gonna die
Oh
because
gosh.
you're sitting inside a plane and you're like, dude, the plane just took off and now you're already sick.
Oh man, that sucks.
It was, and it was like really bad turbulence from all the way, like practically, like even when I went to the back, I went to the ladies in the back. I said, listen, I need everything in the back was on the floor. They were sitting on the floor, the airline stewardess. And I
Wow.
listen, I need something for that. I says, don't worry, we'll take her. They gave her something that knocked her unconscious practically. That's the only thing that saved her
Oh my goodness, that's
because
funny.
it was just bad news.
Yeah. Gosh. How old was she?
No, she was already maybe 17, but she
Okay.
has like extreme bad.
Yeah. Well, that sucks.
I used to get like that on planes. Luckily now I don't. The first time I got on a plane, I was thinking, well, the best thing that could happen here is this plane to crash and die because I was
Yeah.
so motion sick that I really didn't care.
Oh yeah. Yeah, there's nothing worse than a motion sickness plane. Yeah.
I got off that thing green.
Yeah, I flew. The worst flight I've ever flown was actually out of New Jersey, and I thought we were gonna die. It was a small little prop plane.
Oh yeah, those small little prop planes are sucky, sucky, sucky.
Um, we, it was the worst weather I've ever flown in. Man, we were dropping thousands of feet in the air, like turning
Yeah,
side
the
to
worst thing
side.
is that those you could hear every sound of the engine. You could hear,
Oh,
so you're like hearing the engine, and then the engine. It's almost like hearing somebody with sleep apnea where they stops breathing. Well, the
yeah.
engine cuts out, and you're like, wait, is that engine on or off? And then it comes back on, and then you're like, wait, this thing sucks.
Oh, yeah. I mean, that thing, that, I mean, oh, yeah. I can still remember that flight to this day. It was awful. And I've flown on some pretty hairy flights. I've done a lot of flying. And that is probably the only time where I thought I was going to die. Oh, actually, no, it's not. This is the second time where where there was a near miss on a runway. Actually,
Oh, that's nice.
yeah, that was one of those pucker moments. All right. Here we go. Hey, bud. What's up?
Just got George.
Oh, thank you.
Look, somebody's alive there. I thought you lived in that little cupboard back there by yourself.
Yes.
Yeah, I thought you just came in and out of that. It was your Narnia wardrobe.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Now my son's home for the second week of
Just cooked George before.
Thanks, buddy. I appreciate it. I love you too, bud. Oh.
Oh, that was good.
Oh.
All right, buddy. See you
All
tomorrow.
right. Yeah, I'll see you tomorrow. Have a good day, all right?
Bye bye. You too.
Yeah, bye.